The gospel for the fourth Sunday of Lent is the man born blind. And similar to the woman at the well, we don't know his name. And that makes a point about humility that I'll touch on at the end. This man has an encounter with Christ similar to the woman at the well. There's a progression in the conversation, miraculous healing of his blindness, incredible miracle. The man who is blind his entire life, and he meets Christ, who places clay on his eyes and has him washed in the pool, and now he can see. And from that, like the woman at the well, he believes in Jesus, calls him Lord. Well, then he has an interaction with the Pharisees, the religious leaders, the teachers, and he evangelizes them. Like the woman at the well comes from her encounter with Christ, and she evangelizes her town. So now he is teaching the teachers, and they, of course, want no part of it. He does an amazing job right away. Right after he's healed, he has courage, he has wisdom, he sounds sharp, making a great point and case for Christ being a man of God and sent from God. And of course, the Pharisees are like, who are you teaching us? Then at the end, there's the conversation between Christ and the Pharisees. It's a little bit tricky, but it's playing on spiritual blindness. I want you to think of the church at Easter Vigil. We begin that divine liturgy with the church in darkness. All the lights are turned out for the first part of Easter Vigil to represent all the people living before Christ who were living in darkness. And think of that situation as being everyone, their eyes are open, but they're in darkness. They can't see. But then we turn on the lights when the New Testament readings are read, and that represents Christ as the light of the world. Imagine if someone in the lit church closed their eyes, if they chose to not see. That's like the Pharisees closing their eyes, closing their hearts to Christ. So when they have this exchange with him, they say to Jesus, are we blind too? He said, surely, if you were blind, you would have no sin. Like the people who are in darkness in general, before Christ, or even today, that don't know Christ, it's not their sin, they don't know. But for those who are presented with Christ, like the Pharisees, who close their eyes, close their hearts, and reject him, he said, your sin remains. What is really blinding them is their pride. What blinds us is our pride. We know Christ, and yet there's areas of our life that are in darkness that we have chosen to close off to Christ. So our sin remains. But this is a call for us. As he represents all of us, so the woman at the well represents all of us. With spiritual blindness, we want to have our eyes of faith open to Jesus, who is the light of the world.